Hello, sir. How are you? I missed you. Come on. Hey, Gianna. Would you like to come explain to the world what happened?
No.
Come on. Come along. Run along.
No.
Let's go for a walk. All right. No, you're not going anywhere, dude. Would you like to give everybody the tour of what happened?
Yeah, so, I was sitting in the driver's seat and I very lightly pushed the brake and it made a big loud noise. And, it turns out that this is very weak. This truck is very, very weak.
Wah, wah, wah. So the 260,000 mile rusty parking brake cable broke. However, this was a perfect opportunity to blame the girlfriend and somehow make this not my fault.
I think for a 20-year-old truck, it was bound to happen at some point.
Whether or not that's true doesn't change my narrative. Anyways, guys, welcome back. We are going to apparently have a repair video of how to do the intermediate cable on a 2005 Silverado's parking brake. The number one thing I want to point out is you got to be very careful what parts you order. If your truck has drum rear brakes versus discs, the wheelbase, all these things change what cable you need. The cab configuration, all that jazz. So it's a little bit complicated. I highly recommend you take a bunch of pictures and measurements of your old parts before you go buy stuff, or at least, get a really good mental image of it and make sure you get the right stuff. So anyways, let's get this done. Should be relatively simple. This procedure is going to be making sure that your parking brake is all the way up. If it's depressed at all, you're not going to be able to get the cable on. And when you pull the lever, it will not go up. You have to manually lift it up because the cable snapped. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that's in a good spot. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is get a pile of some basic hand tools. We should only need a couple pliers and some screwdrivers, but we'll see if we need anything else. You're going to need to get your intermediate cable. It comes with the bracket that the other two cables index into. This is just the part that goes between the cable that goes up into the cab of the truck here, and then that's where this attaches, and then this heads to the back of the vehicle to where your rear parking brake cables are. So pretty straightforward. That was in not so great condition, so it was gonna break anyway. There's nothing she did wrong. All right, so this is kind of a mess here, but if you'll notice, that cable goes into this little crimped piece here. So we're gonna take a screwdriver and hopefully just kind of pry this cable out of it. I have power tools that I can do this with. Let's use power tools. It's always the safest way to do something. Yeah, look at that. Got some movement. That's always good. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me right now? There we go. Nice. Perfect. Little tiny nick in there. That is not going to hurt a dang thing. Make sure you route through the correct hole in the frame so that you don't wind up with rubbish. And then we're back to here. Look at that. So now we got to make this connect. Now we are going to slide this guy into here. And I believe that will kind of seat itself into the bracket over time when we kind of push the e-brake for the first time. So I'm going to leave it like that. We're going to take this piece off and slide the new one on. So long as I can get this bracket on relatively easily. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So we'll have to see how possible this is. Kind of a game of like which thing can stretch enough to get the other thing attached to the other thing. There. Oh, I got one. That's good. Okay, that's definitely helpful. Okay, there we go. So that's the technique. I don't know if you can see me do it, but you just want to kind of rotate this like that until it fits. It's actually pretty easy. But anyway, that should solve it. Get that to go into position. I'm going to hit the brake pedal in the truck, and we can let you guys watch that. Nice. So you can see that seated itself in there perfectly. So we're all set. Problem solved. That'll wrap this one up. Look at that. Whew. As always, guys, thanks for watching. God bless America. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.